Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're all well. We're just 15 minutes away from the final game before the Christmas break. Tottenham against Liverpool from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Should be a good game, this. I did bill this as can Liverpool remain top over the Christmas period, but as results have gone earlier on today, Liverpool are top now, and no matter what the result is at this game, they will remain top for Christmas. If anyone doesn't know the scores from earlier on, we'll just go through them now. So Everton drew 0-0 with Chelsea at Goodison Park, and that's why Liverpool will remain top because of that. Fulham drew 0-0 with Southampton at Craven Cottage, a vital point for Southampton with their new manager was watching on. Leicester were well beaten at the King Power Stadium by Wolverhampton Wanderers 3-0, and Manchester United were well beaten as well by Bournemouth 3-0 at Old Trafford. So those are the results from earlier, and the only game we've got left now is this Tottenham and Liverpool game. As far as the tables go with those games, well, we're looking at Liverpool are top by a point and will go 4 points clear if they win this game today with a game in hand. So Chelsea losing a bit of ground there. Arsenal have won yesterday, so they've clawed a game back, points back. Forest in fourth. Who would have thought that? They're having a terrific season at the moment, and they're fourth on 31 points. Man City have dropped down to seventh on 27 points, having lost 4 of the last 6 games with 1 draw and 1 win. Pep's got some work to do there. Should Tottenham win today, it'll take them on to 26 points. So they'll go up 3 places, and they'll replace Fulham in 9th. Depending on goal differences, they could even go above Newcastle. I think they would have to. It's probably not even possible because they've had too many goals scored against them. Tottenham 17 compared to Fulham's to Newcastle's 6. So probably not possible. But that's as it is at the moment. Tottenham will want to win this, keep them competitive in the games in the league as it is. So as far as the teams go, we'll go through them first. And Tottenham are unchanged from the game in midweek against Manchester United. So they have Forster in goal. Despite his nightmare performance, Forster retains his place. The rest of the team is unchanged. So it's Porro, Dragusin, Gray, Spence, who had a really good game on, when was it? Thursday, wasn't it? Yeah, Thursday. Sarr, Bissouma, Kulusevski was another one who had a really good game as well. Maddison, Son, and Solanke, who scored 2 and was a constant menace for the Man United defence all the way through that game on Thursday. Liverpool, it's Alisson in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk. Robertson is back in after his suspension for that sending off. McAllister, Gravenberch, who's having a terrific season at the moment. Szoboszlai, Salah, Gakpo, and Diaz. So that's the 2 teams as it is at the moment with 10 minutes before kickoff. So with that in mind, we've still got 10 minutes to get your comments in regarding the 2 teams as they are at the moment. So your thoughts regarding the 2 teams. If you've got nothing to say regarding the 2 teams, you can just put a prediction of the score. Are Tottenham going to play into Liverpool's hands because Tottenham don't know any other way to play but attack, and Liverpool like to hit on the break? So are Liverpool going to take Tottenham apart on the break? Are Tottenham going to fall into Liverpool's hands? It's all set up for a good game with plenty of goals, especially for us neutrals. We see plenty of goals. We see a good game, and I'm looking forward to this. I don't know whether it's windy at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which might affect things a bit, but it's certainly windy all around the country. If you're watching from the UK, you'll know all about that today. It's a bit stormy. But it should be a good game. Liverpool win this, they open up a bit of a gap there with a game in hand. The league is theirs to win because Man City, you would think now, just seeing how far Man City are behind. They're on 27, and Liverpool, if they win this, would go up to 39. You would think that 12 points for Man City, the way they're playing at the moment, is going to be too much, and they're well out of it. It's probably a three-horse race between Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal. I think we all expected Arsenal to be up there. We didn't expect Chelsea to be up there. Can Chelsea keep things going? The draw today will be disappointing, but they're still well in there. Chance to get your comments in, guys, regarding the two teams. Your thoughts on the tactics. Tottenham are going to go for it out there. They're going to attack like they always do. I think Liverpool are going to take them apart on the break. But we shall see. What do you think? Get involved in the chat if you want. Let us know. Give us a score prediction. Score prediction today. I'm going to go for a 3-1 to Liverpool. I think they're too strong in defence, and up front they've got so much pace that I think they're going to bother Tottenham on the break, and that's my prediction, a 3-1 to Liverpool. But if you think I'm wrong, you let me know what you think. You let me know your score. Tottenham at home, so that'll be some sort of advantage to them, but I think Liverpool are playing so well at the moment, and Tottenham tend to be a bit hit and miss. One day they can beat someone well, and the next minute they're getting the bottom spanked. Could this be another one? Is Liverpool just a bit too much for Tottenham today? Or are they just a bit too much class? I think probably. Well, then what do I know? Get involved with the chat. Let me know what you think. Be interesting to see comments on the two teams or just a goal scoring prediction. Let me know. I've said 3-1. What do you think? We're only about 6 or so minutes off kickoff, so we've still got a chance to have a little discussion.
Feeling sick again.
Oh, he is. Yeah. He was sniffing and licking at plants again this morning, and then him outside. Oh. Then he was immediately sick after it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Liverpool today have got quite a strong bench as well. We'll just go through the benches because I expect Liverpool's bench to have a big say in this game today as well. So just go through the lineups and we can look at the benches on both sides. So Liverpool's bench is really strong. They've got a real strong squad of Liverpool with Elliott, Endo, Jones, Kelleher, Nayoni, Nunez, Kwanzaa, Diogo Jota and Tsimikas. That's a strong bench for Liverpool, and I expect that to have a big influence on the game, certainly with the likes of Jones and Nunez, although he's not been playing so well this lately. Diogo Jota, I'm sure he'll see some of the game. On the Tottenham side, it's Austin, Bergvall, Dorrington, Johnson. Surprised Johnson's not back. Maybe he's not 100% fit yet, but he's had a good season so far. Lancashire, Oluse, Sergio Reguilon, Udogi. Again, I'm surprised that Udogi's not in the side. He's a tricky player. Maybe he's lost a bit of form, I don't know. Timo Werner, So, two strong lineups. Very interesting game, this. Tottenham have got to get off to a good start here. Just doing the light show before the two teams come out. Both teams in the tunnel, just waiting to come out. Can they keep Mo Salah under control? He's been on fire. This must be his new haircut, his short haircut. Archie Gray in the side is starting his second consecutive game. Big day for him in the defence. I think he's more of a midfielder, but he's playing in defence for Tottenham today. He'll have his hands full. The likes of Salah, Gakpo and Diaz. Team's just coming out onto the pitch now. Teams are just going to go through the usual preliminaries before the game starts. The two managers just greeting each other, shaking hands. Just a few photographs. The teams shaking hands. And we'll get this game underway. Just going through the teams, and we'll get to see what formation the two teams are playing. A lot of importance on the performance of Maddison and Song. Both of them didn't really do anything in the game midweek, although Song did score that in-swinging corner, but it looks like it's going to be 4-2-3, 4-2-4. Tottenham are going to pack that midfield and hope to stifle the supply to the front three for Liverpool. Just see the formation that Liverpool are going to play. So Liverpool are going to play the 4-4-2 by the looks of things. Camera's naturally on Fraser Forster. He needs a big game today. He's got to be low in confidence after the way it went on Thursday. I expect Liverpool to press high early on and put Tottenham under pressure in their last third of the field and try and win the ball back from them there. Two teams just going into the huddle before the game gets going, as they usually do. And a slot there, just on the TV there, has had a terrific start to his Liverpool career. Big Ange. Well, I think the jury's still out on Ange. I don't know whether he's turned Tottenham around yet. I don't think he has. They're still up in the air, and whether his tactics and his all-out attacking play is good for Tottenham or not. But we shall see in this game. Looks like it's Tottenham to kick off, kicking from right to left. Away we go. Ball goes long down the line. Son has it on the left-hand edge of the corner. Gets a left-footed cross in, but he's given offside. Early free kick for Liverpool. And that's Spencer, who got an early touch there to give the ball to Son. He had a good game. Liverpool have to watch him. Goes down the line from Trent to Gravenberch. He plays it inside. McAllister plays it forward. Szoboszlai tried to get it through, but Archie Gray got in the way of that. And it's played into the corner for Spence to pick it up. Gives it to Archie Gray. He plays it across his box to Dragusin on the right. Liverpool are pushing right up on Tottenham, trying to force the mistakes in the last third. Well, that ball goes out for a goal kick. Foster takes quickly, gives it to Dragusin on the right-hand edge of his box. Diaz goes to engage him. And then Gakpo, and Diaz has got the ball back. Liverpool give it to Salah on the edge of the box. He tries to play it in. Back to Salah. Just a couple of too many passes on the edge of the box and it's cleared away, but it's picked up by Liverpool. It's Gomez. It goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk plays it long forward, but it's a bit too far for Salah, and that's going to run out for a goal kick. Second shot again. Foster has it at his feet. He chips it forward, but he's giving it away to Salah. Salah left-footed, drags his shot past the near post. And that's a poor start by Foster after what happened on Thursday. He gave the ball straight away again. Straight to Salah on the edge of the box. If that had been more central instead of a bit wide, the angle was acute for Salah. If it had been more central, you'd have thought that would have been 1-0 to Liverpool already. Foster's confidence must be round his boots at the moment. Ball on the right-hand side, played forward by Dragusin. Sarr, Porro challenging for it. Liverpool have it. It's one back. Played forward, but there's no one there for Tottenham. It's an easy pick-up for Gomez, and he plays the ball up to the right for the run of Salah. Him and Spence against each other. Spence plays it inside to Gray, who's supporting. Gray's got the ball away, but he's given it as it was a throw. Alexander-Arnold took it quickly. He has it again, Alexander-Arnold. He puts a ball into the back post. It's brought down by Gakpo, lays it back. Robertson puts it in. Headed away by Dragusin, but Liverpool still have it on the edge of the box. There's a shot that comes in. Diaz slices it wide of the left-hand post, the far post. Goal kick. Liverpool dominating the early stages. Dominated in really dangerous areas as well. The last third of the pitch, Tottenham's defensive area. Ball's played short again to Gray. He's under pressure from Salah. Goes to the right. Dragusin. He goes out to Porro. Porro plays it long. The run of Solanke. It's brought down well by Van Dijk. Goes back to Alisson. Gravenberch. Back to Alisson again. He plays it to the right. Szoboszlai. He goes back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Left-footed ball across, but it's cut up by Dragusin. But then Robertson picks the ball up, and he's got Gakpo away on the left. He's cutting inside his Gakpo. And Robertson has overlapped. Puts a cross in, which deflected and goes out off Porro for another corner to Liverpool. Corner on the Liverpool left-hand side. Might be Trent that's going across there to take it. Right-footed in swinger, possibly. Van Dijk's up there in the box, as you would expect. A lot of pushing going on, but the corner comes in now. It's a near post one that's it's flicked away by. Not like Maddison got his head to that. Ball's going back in again. It's over the head of everyone, and it rolls out at the back post for a goal kick, which is taken quickly by Foster. It goes out to Spence. Comes out to Spence again from Bissouma. Spence has to go back to Gray, who plays it forward. Trent plays it into the middle after winning the ball on the edge of the area. Dragusin has it now. There's a run by Son. Dragusin tries to find him, but it's headed away by Trent. Gravenberch trips Maddison, and it's a free kick to Tottenham. Taken quickly by Maddison. Goes back to Spence. Further back to Archie Gray, who plays it across to Dragusin. He goes to the right-hand side. It's Kulusevski under pressure there. Did well to keep it in. Bissouma gets it across to Son, who keeps it in on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of space in front of him to attack that left-hand side. Poor ball by Son, though, is easily cut out. Played down the line for Salah, but it's taken away from him by Bissouma. Dragusin has it. He plays it to Archie Gray. Goes back to Dragusin, but he's going to have to go back to his keeper Foster as Liverpool push up. Comes out to Spence. He's got some space in front of him. Maddison comes short, but it goes inside to Solanke. Gives it back to Spence. Gravenberch gets his foot in and makes a tackle, but it's picked up again by Bissouma. Bissouma goes to Gray. Cross to Dragusin. Further right to Sarr. He's under pressure. Sarr goes back to Foster, who chips it forward. Spence brings it down on his chest. Goes forward down the left-hand touchline to the halfway and cuts back inside. Plays it inside for Maddison. He's under pressure from Gravenberch, but gets a ball across to Sarr. Sarr gets it out to Solanke. Kulusevski, sorry. He gets a cross in that goes to the back post. It's headed away by Alexander-Arnold, but Son picks it up off Maddison. Son on the edge of the box tries to put it down. Maddison's pushed over, is he? No. Alexander-Arnold looked like he may have pushed Maddison in the back, but the referee thinks differently and it's given a goal kick. He did give him, put the hip in and then put his arm across his back, and we've seen them given, I guess, free kicks, but that one not. He got away with that. Trent has the ball now. Goes down to Salah, but the ball bounced over Salah's head. Went to Szoboszlai. He gets his foot in and wins the ball back. Goes across to Gravenberch. Then to Robertson. He's got Gakpo wide. Gives it to Gakpo. On the left-hand side, he cuts inside. Gives it to Robertson, who's supporting. and goes to McAllister. McAllister comes across to the right-hand side to Trent from Gomez. Plays it inside to Mo Salah. And there comes a shot that's blocked from Szoboszlai. Mo Salah almost brought the ball down on the 6-yard box with just the goalkeeper to beat. I think Forster did well to get a block in. Maybe Salah was just slightly offside there. Sarr did great, diving in front of Szoboszlai to block his shot. Otherwise, there would have been 1-0 down. But Liverpool will keep the pressure on now. Goes all the way across from Gomez. Inside again. Tried to give it to Szoboszlai. Tottenham pick the ball up. Ball goes forward from Solanke. He's brought down by McAllister and a bit of pressure relieved with a free kick. Forster's going to take this long, right down the centre, looking for Solanke, but he had no chance of getting there. But the ball's been headed back to Solanke, then it's taken off him by Van Dijk, who comes striding forward, trying to play Salah in again over the top. Spence has it. Lays it back to Gray, who's supporting again. Drag us into the right. Porro. Bissouma. To Sarr, he's under pressure. McAllister tried to pull him back, but Sarr gets away. Then he tries to play Kulusevski, but it's far too far in front of him. And Alliston comes out of his goal to play it down the line, looking for Gakpo. It's headed out by Porro, and it's a throw to Liverpool, about 10 yards inside the Tottenham half on the left-hand side. Throw's taken by Robertson. He plays it back to Van Dijk, gets it back from Van Dijk. Comes inside to Diaz. Diaz is robbed of the ball, though. Ball goes to Archie Gray to drag us in. Diaz is putting Dragusin under pressure. It goes back to Forster, who drives it forward right-footed. Kulusevski's trying to outmuscle Robertson. McAllister picks it up. Szoboszlai. Foul on Szoboszlai. Free kick to Liverpool. Bissouma. Just a bit of pushing. Referee blows his whistle for the free kick to be taken. Robertson left-footed across to the right-hand side. Inside from Trent, but it's picked up by Gray. He gives it to Spence and gets it back. Archie Gray plays it forward to Maddison. Down the line to Son. He has to check back inside. He's under pressure from Szoboszlai. Gives it inside to Sarr. Sarr's given that away. Trent, who's manufactured a bit of space on the right-hand side for himself, gives it inside to Gravenberch. He goes across the left-hand side to Gakpo, brings it down, chips the ball in for Mo Salah, but that's going to be over his head, and Spence lets the ball run out for a goal kick. Spence plays it inside to Bissouma. He's going to go all the way across to Dragusin, a bit of space in front of him, but deep in his own half. Goes across to Porro. Porro plays it long, looking for Kulusevski on the right, and he's got the ball as Kulusevski. Chance of a cross. Van Dijk's in front of him. He goes back to Sarr. Sarr comes to Bissouma, more central. His pass is cut out by Gravenberch. Szoboszlai to Salah. Pass from Szoboszlai just made Salah check and lost the momentum. Goes back into midfield. McAllister across to Robertson on the left. To Van Dijk central. Gomez goes back to Van Dijk. Gomez again. There's not much movement in front of him at the moment, so he has to go back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk gives Gomez it back again. He's got Trent on his outside. He gives it to Trent. Then he plays it back to Van Dijk. Back to Robertson. To Gomez. Szoboszlai. Trent goes long, diagonal to the left. Diaz is way into the edge of the box. There's a man outside him. It's Gakpo. On the edge of the box was just slightly leaning back as he struck his shot and sliced it a bit as well, and it was high and wide. But that's how Liverpool are trying to hit Tottenham on the break, quickly on the break with their pace and power. Tottenham player balls down the right-hand side to Kulusevski, and he has the ball again. There's Kulusevski. Just into the box now. He gets him on his left foot. He's going out, though, and has to go back to Sarr on his left foot. Hits a shot left-footed that's wide of the right-hand post as Alisson's diving across his goal. Looks like he had that easily covered even if it had been on target. Probably not his strongest foot, Sarr there. It's more like his swinger. Sliced across it and it was always going wide. Liverpool take it short. Ball goes down the line. Looking for Gakpo, but he's beaten to it by Porro. Bissouma picks it up. One goes out to the right-hand side. Liverpool pick it up again to the right. Alexander-Arnold lays it back to Szoboszlai. Gravenberch goes across to Gakpo on the left-hand side. He lays it back to Robertson supporting. Gakpo gets it back and got a chance to hit that byline. He does get it across as well. Mo Salah had 2 shots at it and 2 weak shots. He should have done better than that, Mo Salah. He was in the box at the back post and should have netted one of those. But Tottenham come away now with Song. He's held up by Gomez. Gomez gets his foot in and puts it out for a throw on the halfway. Salah should have done better with those 2 shots. The first one was a bit weak, but he got the ball back when Spence blocked it, and his second one was blocked by Spence as well, and that was a weak shot. I expect Mo Salah to do better there, but they're giving it away now of Bissouma. McAllister has it. Mo Salah again. Mo Salah's away on his right foot. Can he shoot? He hits the crossbar. Liverpool getting closer and closer. So Tottenham's doing, they gave the ball away. Difficult play. So really, Mo Salah went past a couple of people on his right foot. It's a shot, a fierce shot that hit the crossbar and went away for a goal kick. Getting closer and closer. His Salah has been well involved in this game. He's had a few chances. Liverpool really ought to have been 1 up by now. Liverpool are dominating the possession, and Robertson has it again. Lays it inside. Diaz plays it out to the right to Gakpo on the edge of the box. Comes in on his right foot. Overlapping is Robertson. Crosses it, but it's too far to the back post. Trent will keep it in, and he can put another cross back in that's deflected. Deflected by Spence. The ball goes to Forster, but it had already gone out and come back in again, and it's a corner to Liverpool. On the right-hand side this time. Who's going to take this corner? Is it going to be a left-footed in-swinger by Robertson? It seems to favour the in-swinging corners to Liverpool. It's his Robertson, left-footed in-swinger. Comes in now to the penalty spot. It's headed away by Solanke, but Liverpool pick it up on the edge of the box. Gravenberch plays it across to the left looking for Diaz, but he's easily beaten to it by Archie Gray. Kulusevski picks the ball up, lays it inside to Sarr. He gets it to Maddison, centre midfield. He's looking for a ball for Song. Szoboszlai has brought Song down. tussling for the ball. The referee says nothing in it, and play goes on. Trent plays the ball forward. Diaz has got Gravenberch outside. He's got a chance as Gravenberch. He plays it across. It's well defended by Archie Gray. Because if he hadn't have, and it's given offside anyway, but if Archie Gray hadn't saved that one, that would have been a tapping at the back post. Someone had gone too soon. It must have been Mo Salah at the back post that was offside. But Liverpool looking dangerous. I'm not showing the replay of the cross there. The ball's back in play with Maddison in centre midfield. He's under a lot of pressure. There's lots of Liverpool players around him, and he has to go back to Archie Gray. He plays it to Sarr. He's going backwards, his Sarr, and gives it back to Archie Gray. And gives it back to Sarr. But he's only just outside his own penalty box. Centre. Goes inside to Solanke, who's come deep looking for it. Goes back to Song Heung-min, who's coming in the inside right position, plays the ball to Kulusevski, who's looking for it, but it's played away. And then Trent plays it downfield, looking for Salah. Archie Gray's got in front of Salah and lays the ball back to Forster. Forster plays it centrally. Bissouma plays it to Maddison on the left, gives it to Son. Son plays it through the legs of Trent, but it's going to be picked up by Gomez. And into centre midfield. McAllister looking for a ball to the left. Goes to Robertson. Robertson's still got McAllister supporting him. And he picks the ball up and gives it to Van Dijk. Just on the halfway line. Goes inside to Gravenberch and then it goes out to Robertson on the left. He's making strides forward now. Gives it to Gakpo. Gakpo comes inside on his right foot and gives it to Gravenberch again. Robertson goes across to Gomez and Gomez has got Trent to the right. Gets it. Trent puts a cross into the back post. It's a free header. And Liverpool have scored, and that's Diaz at the back post, and that's a fantastic cross from Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Diaz was all on his own at the back post, headed the ball down past Forster and into the back of the net. And that's only what Liverpool deserved. It's just a matter of time. Look at that replay again there. Gomez plays it wide to Trent and he takes a touch and plays it in immediately. No messing about. And it's a fantastic run by Diaz. And he's got in between the defenders and that ball's right on his head. And he couldn't miss. He just headed it down past Forster. And that's the class of Trent Alexander-Arnold to be able to pick someone out like that. And the header from Diaz, he heads the ball back across the goalkeeper from where it came, and that's difficult to save, is that one. Can Tottenham hit back? They haven't had any of the play in the last third so far, but Solanke's away now. He tries to play the ball across. Gomez slides in, intercepts the cross, and it goes out for a corner. Must be the first corner that Tottenham have had, is it? It's like Kulusevski's going to take it on the right-hand side. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. It's taken quickly. Kulusevski on the edge of the box, trying to create himself a bit of space. Does create a bit of space. Tries to curl one in left-footed to the far post, but he don't get the curl on, and it slices wide. And Kulusevski's looked the man who's been able to get himself a bit of space and create something down that right-hand side. And he hasn't seen enough of the ball. As the ball's played long, headed away by Dragusin, picked up by McAllister, played out to Robertson. Robertson's going to go back to Van Dijk. Liverpool dictating the tempo of this game so far. Gomez has got Trent outside him and he gives it to Alexander-Arnold. Goes back to Gravenberch, who's seeing a lot of the ball in midfield. He goes across to McAllister. He plays out wide to Gakpo. Gakpo gets it back inside on his right foot on the edge of the box, coming more central. He's got a ball across to Trent, who's done brilliant to keep it in, but couldn't get back to his feet, and the ball rolled out as he was trying to get back to his feet. But Liverpool can still pressurise Tottenham here because it's deep inside the the Tottenham half. Headed forward by Gomez, back to Trent, played back inside to Diaz. Forced to dive into his right, makes a comfortable save, but Liverpool are opening Tottenham up at will. Spence now on the left. Spence, his pass is intercepted. Bissouma battling for it, but the ball rolls out. I've got to plug my device in before it goes off. I forgot to plug it in, just excuse me a sec. There we go. That's better. We won't be cut off unexpectedly now. Goal kick to Tottenham. Play to Spence on the left. He goes forward to Maddison. Maddison tries to get it down to Son. Son cuts inside. Poor ball to Sarr, who managed to get it. Bissouma now. Still only on halfway line. Dragusin goes across to Pedro Porro on the right. Then to Kulusevski. Played back to Porro. Goes back to Dragusin, just inside his own half. There's a run forward by Maddison. Looked like he was offside there, but he went straight through to Alisson anyway, and he's laid it straight out to Gravenberch, and Liverpool are away with Diaz. Robertson overlapping on the left. He cuts inside, gives it back to Diaz on the left. Robertson gets it back. He's got Gravenberch supporting. He goes to Van Dijk, then back to Gravenberch. Gravenberch's brought down by Maddison. Foul given. Free kick to Liverpool. Maddison's complaining about it, but it was a foul. Gravenberch's down and feeling that one. Was a foul. Maddison didn't get anywhere near the ball. Chopped him down. Free kick on the left for Liverpool. Robertson's going to take this. Van Dijk, Gakpo, all up for this free kick. Robertson will try and swing one in from there. He's got the angle to do it because it's towards the left of the penalty area. Comes in now. It is swung into the box. It's headed away by Dragusin. Picked up by McAllister to Szoboszlai. Is Mo Salah to the edge of the box. It's a scramble in the edge of the box. It's cleared away by Archie Gray, but it's been picked up by Szoboszlai on the right. He chips it to the back post. It's hammered back in. Picked up by McAllister on the edge of the box. Robertson gives it to Diaz. Chips back in again by Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool still have the ball. They've got it away now. Porro chips it forward to Kulusevski, but that's run out and it's a throw to Liverpool. And Liverpool putting Tottenham under severe pressure, and that was almost a second goal as it was bouncing in that 6-yard box. Solanke just down there with an injury. It was headed away by Dragusin, and then Szoboszlai gave it to Mo Salah on the right. He put the ball back in, and there were several Tottenham players falling around as the ball was bouncing around in the 6-yard box, but they did manage to clear it. Meanwhile, the ball goes to Alisson. He drives it forward, looking for the run of Szoboszlai, but he's given offside. Free kick to Tottenham. Take it quick. Given to Sarr. Pedro Porro, but Tottenham not able to get out of their own half that often and not being able to create anything. Spence now. Maddison plays it inside to Son, but Solanke picks up, tries to go around Trent. Solanke picks the loose ball up again. It's given us an offside by looks of things. Free kick to Liverpool. Close one, possibly just a half of a foot offside. Gomez is going to take this free kick. Alisson's coming out. Is he going to tell him to leave it? And it's played to Gravenberch and back to Gomez. Inside to Gravenberch again. He goes round Bissouma. He's striding forward, gets out to the left. The Gakpo on the edge of the box. He's coming inside on his right foot, but loses it. And then when he's stretching to get the ball back off Sarr, he brings him down, and that earns Gakpo a yellow card. "30 minutes gone, 1-0 to Liverpool." Ball goes out for a throw on the left-hand side to Tottenham, halfway inside the Liverpool half. Spencer's going to come forward to take this one. Spencer gets it back from Maddison. Wins the throw off Szoboszlai. Spence looking for runners ahead of him to throw the ball to. Son gives it back to Spence, then again off Szoboszlai for another throw. And the referee says it came off Spence last, and it's a throw to Liverpool, which they take quickly. McAllister, his attempted pass is deflected high into the air and then brought down by Son. Given to Bissouma. His pass down the line is intercepted by Trent, and it goes out for a throw. Spence again on the left-hand side, halfway inside the Liverpool half. Spence having to go back to Archie Gray, and Archie Gray is going to go all the way back to his keeper. Dragusin coming forward slowly, not far, goes out to Pedro Porro. Goes back to Dragusin. He's going to go long down the centre looking for Son, but he's not going to win that one. And then Sarr is beaten to it by Szoboszlai. It's picked up by Dragusin. And McAllister fouls. Oh, that's Kulusevski, is it? He chips it forward for the run of Son. I think the referee said there that it's taken too quickly, or the ball was moving or whatever, but it's called the free kick back. So look, Tottenham can. He was onside with Son as well. They've had to go again, this time looking for the run of Kulusevski. Robertson's taken charge of that one. Turns round Kulusevski and comes back down the line, chips it inside for Diaz, who brings it down. Got Trent outside him, and he gives it to Trent. Diaz overlaps and gets the ball back down the right. Goes back to Trent. He gives it to McAllister. It's going across to the left. Van Dijk to Robertson. Back to Van Dijk. Gomez. Diaz on the right. Spencer's with him. He has to go back. Spence gets his foot in, gives it to Maddison. To Son. Goes into the middle to Sarr. Goes across to Dragusin, who's coming forward down the right-hand side. Porro goes back inside to Sarr. Sarr goes long and left for the run of Maddison, it goes past Maddison, but he's going to keep it in the left-hand corner. Gomez takes it off him and then plays it down the line. Good header inside by Szoboszlai to McAllister, who sweeps it across to Robertson on the left-hand side. And Robertson's got a bit of space in front of him, so he crosses the halfway line now. He's got Diaz with him. Gives it back to Robertson. Van Dijk supporting on the halfway line, goes across to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He gives it to Gomez on the halfway line. Back to Van Dijk, to Gomez. Gomez plays the ball inside. Szoboszlai goes out to Diaz. Gakpo on the left. Cuts inside on the edge of the box. The ball's chipped into the box. There's a free header there, and Liverpool have scored a second goal. And McAllister has won this one. He's won the header in the 6-yard box. He reacted quicker than the Tottenham defenders and heads it into the back of the net. And Liverpool are 2 up. And this has been the Liverpool show because Tottenham haven't been in this game. And Liverpool are 2-0 up, but could have been 3 or 4. As we look at this one again, Szoboszlai goes to the left to Gakpo on the edge of the box. He cuts inside and gives it to Robertson, who chips it inside to the 6-yard box. Szoboszlai challenges it for it on the edge of the 6-yard box, and McAllister follows the ball in and heads it into the corner of the net. He's the only one to react to a ball that's challenged for by Szoboszlai and just hangs in the air, and no one else goes for it. But McAllister, Forster tries to close him down, but by that time it's too late. It's headed into the back of the net, and Liverpool are 2 up and cruising. Cruising, if we're honest. And this is just a matter now of how many Liverpool fancy scoring, because they've been superb. Ball's headed forward by Van Dijk. It's picked up in the centre circle by Trent. He goes across to Robertson. Robertson inside to Gakpo. Gakpo to McAllister. McAllister gives it to Gakpo, who's made a run down the left. Overlapping is Robertson, but he played it forward too far in front of Robertson, and it's allowed to run out for a goal kick to Tottenham. Drag us into Maddison, who's come deep looking for some ball because he's not seen it. Sarr plays it inside. Kulusevski. Bissouma across to Son, a bit of space on the left-hand side. Now he's across immediately, first time, but he was offside. Just half a yard offside by the looks of things there. But that looks like Tottenham's best chance of getting back into the game is getting Kulusevski and Son into the game. Maddison picks the ball up now. Son on the inside left. He has a shot with his left foot. He was under pressure from Trent, and he screws his left-footed shot wide of the right-hand post. Ball's with Gomez, but he's had the ball taken off him by Solanke. Just on the halfway line, Solanke running forward under pressure from Szoboszlai. Spence has it. Trent clears the ball back down the line. Still a throw for Tottenham. Bissouma's going to take it. And he's leaving it for Spence. 5 minutes to go. Run by Sarr. He's barged over by lots of things, and the free kick's given against Diaz. Goes across to Dragusin. He plays it inside to Bissouma in the centre circle. He goes out to Porro. Porro to Kulusevski, plays it inside to Bissouma, to Porro. Back to Dragusin. A lot of passing going on by Tottenham, but they're not making much progress. Gray to Bissouma. Dragusin still on the halfway line. Played forward. But they're away again. Liverpool with Szoboszlai. He's trying to lay it forward to Diaz, but Sarr picks him off. Gives it to Son on the left-hand side now, but he's waiting for support. There's a lot of Liverpool players back and not much support. Sarr's with him. Kulusevski plays it inside to Solanke, lays it back, gets the ball back to Maddison. Maddison tries to get into Solanke, but it's cut out. Sarr has it. Good shot by Sarr, low. But Alisson was right behind it. He makes a comfortable save. Better from Tottenham. Hit it on the volley, did Sarr. We're away again with Maddison. Maddison has scored as well. I was looking at that last shot from Sarr, and all of a sudden it comes back to live play. Maddison's on the edge of the box and slotting the ball in. We didn't see what happened or whatever, but the replay will show us. But have Tottenham pulled one back? Van Dijk's not happy, saying the referee there was a foul. I'm sure there'll be a VAR check for this. But have Tottenham got themselves back? McAllister and Kulusevski on the floor. The ball was played into... Well, I thought that Kulusevski and McAllister on the floor, just a tangle that Maddison picks up. And then he plays a right-footed shot into the left-hand post of Alisson. But it was close enough to me that Alisson could have made a dive for that and saved it. It didn't seem that far away from him. But the goal is given, and Tottenham have got a lifeline and back into it. Liverpool's mistake. It's not something that Tottenham have created. Liverpool have allowed them back into it. But they're away again with Diaz now on the edge of the box. Can he score? It's blocked by the defenders in front of the keeper. And then he's given offside. That's sloppy by Liverpool to give that goal away. They was completely in charge of this game. And now they've allowed Tottenham back into it. Even though they've been poor this first half, Tottenham, they're back into it at 2-1. Maddison allows the ball to run through his legs to Son. Gets it back to Bissouma, who chips it forward. It's headed away by Gomez. Trent again. Ball's picked off in midfield by Sarr. Bissouma. Ball's bounced around. The Tottenham crowd just trying to get behind Tottenham now. Spence back to Gray. To Dragusin. Bissouma. Goes long for the run of Son, but it's headed away by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai and Gravenberch between them. Bring the ball away. Gravenberch under a bit of pressure from Tottenham, and they win the ball back to Tottenham. Sarr. He's got Kulusevski on the left, who seems to have swapped wings for the moment, and Kulusevski gets it. Spence makes an overlapping run. Kulusevski has to go back to Bissouma, to Sarr. And across to Dragusin. Dragusin under a bit of pressure tries to get Porro in, but the ball is far too long. And it rolls out for a goal kick. Big Ange Postecoglou not happy with that. Just a minute from half time plus what added time. Goal kick goes long. Diaz challenges it, but it's Dragusin who plays it forward. Headed away by Van Dijk. It's picked up by Szoboszlai. Bissouma gets his foot in and concedes the throw. Just looking, see what added time is going to be at the end of this first half. Can't imagine it'll be that much, maybe a couple of minutes at the most. Trent's going to take the throw. He goes back to Gomez, who goes across to Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes long and left, looking for Gakpo. Heads the ball inside to Diaz. Diaz under pressure from Kulusevski, gets it back to Robertson. 2 minutes added time. Van Dijk. Gets it back, there's Van Dijk. Goes back to Alisson. Gomez inside to Gravenberch. Put Trent under a bit of pressure because it was behind him, but he turns and heads it forward. Touched on by Szoboszlai to Salah. He's got an outside run of Diaz. He comes inside to Szoboszlai, must score, and he does score. And that's brilliant counter-attacking by Liverpool. Szoboszlai scores the third for Liverpool. And Salah could have gone to Szoboszlai on his right or Diaz on his left and laid it into Szoboszlai, who ran into the 6-yard box and just smoothly rolled it past the keeper. And like we said earlier, Liverpool look like they could score when they like. They've been a class apart of Liverpool, and this has been good for a neutral like myself. It's been good to watch as this. A flick on by Szoboszlai, and he didn't stand and wait. He walked and watch. He went back for the return. Szoboszlai takes a touch when the ball comes through from Salah and then slots it through the goalkeeper's legs, Forster, as he comes out to narrow the angle. And that's poor from Tottenham to just get back into the game, and then a few seconds before half-time, concede a third. Gray plays the ball forward, but that's time up now. It's just a matter of waiting for the ref to blow, but it comes out to Son on the left. Liverpool have got well back, and Gomez takes the ball, and before he can play it forward, the ref blows for half-time. Just for a moment, we almost thought that Tottenham were back in this with that sloppy goal that Liverpool give away, and then Szoboszlai makes it 3. And really back as where we are. Liverpool look like they could score any time they liked. It's been their game from start to finish, and it's, again, just a matter of how many Liverpool want in the second half. Can't see Tottenham winning this one. So half-time. 3-1 to Liverpool. Have a chance to discuss this game, what we've seen so far. Anybody who's been watching the game or has been listening to the watch along with me so far, I've got to be impressed with the way Liverpool have turned up and played today. But as good as Liverpool have been, Tottenham have been equally as poor, and have been hit on the break several times, and they're looking to not be 4 or 5 down, which they could easily have been. There's been several chances, and Salah's missed a couple of chances. And if it had been 4 or 5 at half time, it wouldn't have flattered Liverpool, and you'd have thought, well, Tottenham are going to get a beating here, and they still could, because Liverpool have been far better than Tottenham. But with it being half-time, we've got a chance to discuss the game, what we've seen so far, how bad have Tottenham have been, how good have Liverpool have been. I think McAllister and Szoboszlai in midfield have been superb. I think they've really bossed that midfield, and anything that's been created by Liverpool has come through them. But let me know what you think in the comments. Get involved in the comments. Let's see what you think of that first half, if you're a Tottenham fan or a Liverpool fan. or if you've got a prediction of the final score of this game, let us know what you think while we've got the time to discuss it. So I drink my cold coffee. I think I'll leave that where it is. How does that affect the league as it is at the moment? Liverpool will go 4 points ahead of Chelsea with a game in hand. Tottenham will stay on 23 points. Don't think they're going to go down. Don't think Brentford have got a good enough goal difference to go above Tottenham, so they'll stay in 11th position. But it's looking bleaker and bleaker for Tottenham to be able to qualify for one of the European spots when they're falling further and further behind with performances like this. I mean, it's not as if Tottenham have been playing like Ange wants them to and throwing men forward and all gun-ho. It's been Liverpool who have pushed them back. They've pressurised them in the last third and they've been first to the ball, even in the Tottenham box, which you wouldn't believe it shouldn't be, but they have been first to the ball. They've pressurised Tottenham in the last third and won the ball back and created numerous chances that has resulted in the 3 goals, could have resulted in more, and it's a deserved lead. So Liverpool will be top for Christmas and looking pretty good to win this league if they carry on this. It's all in their hands, isn't it? It's in their hands now. Man City are not going to make a challenge. It's between Chelsea and Arsenal who can push Liverpool now. But it's theirs to lose by the looks of things. And certainly are looking a good team. Arne Slot has come in and has transformed them into a superb attacking side, but strong defensively as well. He's got them playing some good football. Don't look like they're missing Jurgen Klopp at all, which is a surprise. But let me know what you think. Get the comments in. Your chance to have your say while we're at half time. My prediction at the start of the game was 3-1 to Liverpool. I expect there to be more goals in this second half. So my prediction is probably going to go out the window, I'm afraid. Just looking at that goal from Diaz, the first goal was a superb cross from Trent. He just put it right on his head. And Diaz couldn't miss it. He wasn't challenged. He'd got in between 2 defenders and had a free header. Forster had no chance. The McAllister goal came from a ball from the left. Gakpo was in there. He laid it back to Robertson, who chipped it forward into the edge of the box. Robertson went up for the ball. The ball was deflected into the air, and McAllister was the only one to react. And as Forster came out to try and gather the ball, he just nodded it past him into the corner. Spence and Dragusin. No one challenged again. There's 2 free headers in the box that have caused Liverpool goal. The third one, go for the Maddison one first. McAllister gave the ball away in midfield, and I thought that Alisson could have done better. I mean, the ball was struck by Maddison from the edge of the box, so Alisson had plenty of time to see it and didn't dive for the ball, which is a surprise. Just looking there, there's suspicion of a foul, but I didn't think so. And now it wasn't as if Alisson's view was blocked or anything. He saw the ball right from the moment it was struck, but just didn't dive, and it went in. I'm just surprised at that one, but that's superb by Szoboszlai. The first headed on by Szoboszlai to Salah, and Szoboszlai carried on his run Salah had Diaz to his left and Szoboszlai to his right. Gave it to Szoboszlai. He took a touch into the box and slid it through the keeper's legs for 3-1. Great play by Szoboszlai. He didn't just stand there, flick the ball on and then just admire what he'd done. He went for the return ball. Don't know where all my regular viewers are today. They're not here.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's really good cold.
What, in the house?
Mm-hmm.
It is cold today. If anyone has been out today in the cold in the UK, then you'll know that is a bitter wind that's blowing. It is really cold. Best place to stay is watching this game with me. Game Watch Live. Watch the second half of this watch along. Join in with the comments. Who's going to be the first to say something to me today? Been plenty of people watching, but no one wants to talk to me. There's only one person watching, that's me. At least I'm getting hours, aren't I?
Mm.
I don't think I've got any, what do you call it yet? Any new, just have a look to see if I've got any, see if anyone's subscribed to me today. You never know. No new subscribers, which is a pity. Don't like to beg for subscribers on the stream, but it's nice if one or two would hit that subscribe button occasionally, hit the like button and the notification bell. A lot of football coming up over the Christmas period. And if you hit the notification bell, you won't miss these watch-alongs that we're doing. Cooked our sausages. I might have a sausage sandwich later when I finish this. Your last day at work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm working tomorrow.
Yeah, I am tomorrow night. My last day. And there's a comment from Premier League Stats and Facts. Says Liverpool very impressive. I must say, I do agree. Hope you'll be staying with us for the second half of this game, Premier League Stats and Facts. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. I'm talking to myself again. Flat battery. I think your charger's under the table, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I say. I won't be late out of bed tonight. It's warmer in there, isn't it? Only minutes away from this game starting again. Please do become a subscriber if you're not. It just does help this channel just grow a little bit. Slowly, we can grow and improve. Can't do it without you guys, so we need your help. You can still get your comments in while we're still at half time. We haven't got long to go, but it'd be interesting to see what you think of that first half and what you expect from the second half. I think the players will be back out soon. Is anyone enjoying the darts? Did you see Luke Little last night? And that third set that he won averaged 140. Can you believe that? How good have you got to be able to do that? Second half live shortly.
I don't know where's my lid of this.
It's in the bedroom on my side. Just look at the fixtures over the Christmas period. See what we've got coming up. So Boxing Day, the early game is the Man City and Everton game. It only been a few months ago, I would have fancied watching that, but that's two teams that are struggling at the moment. Later on, Liverpool and Leicester City, 8 o'clock. If you can join us for that, then please do. That's a game worth watching. Friday the 27th, Arsenal and Ipswich or Brighton and Brentford. I'm just looking at other games as well. There's not many real top clashes that you would say, oh yeah, that's worth watching. Anyway, we'll get back to this game as it is so far. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Game's about to kick off. Liverpool with the kick-off. And we are underway. Liverpool kicking from right to left this time. Tottenham defending the left-hand goal as we look at it. It's Sarr that's coming away with it, but he's been crowded out in midfield there. Liverpool come away with the ball. Gravenberch, and he's fouled by Bissouma, and the free kick's given. It's taken quick by Robertson. Goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes wide, looking for Salah, but Spence wins the header, but it's brought down by Trent Alexander-Arnold, plays it into the box. It's volleyed away by Dragusin, but Liverpool pick the ball up again. Robertson. That's great play by Liverpool there. Played inside to Diaz. Diaz flips it out to Gakpo, but it was just a bit too far in front of Gakpo. He couldn't get in. It goes out for a throw. Porro takes the throw. Gets it back. Played back to Dragusin, but it was too far in front of him. It was immediately picked up by Gray. Liverpool win the throw. It should have been, but it's not given. Gakpo Played it onto Porro. It went out off Porro, but throw still given to Tottenham. Porro takes it. McAllister was in quickly, and Liverpool come away with it again. Goes to Gomez. He goes all the way across to Trent. Trent left-footed, plays it long. It's brought down by Szoboszlai. It's a great play. Mo Salah left-footed to the back of the box looking for Gakpo, and it was only just a couple of yards in front of him. But it was on his own again, was Gakpo at the far post. There was nobody there covering him. Dragusin brings it forward to Porro. Inside. Sarr played it to the wing, but Kulusevski intercepted and kept it in. McAllister gave it to Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes all the way back to Alisson. Alisson goes long again. Nobody there that time. Porro with a free header, but he's only headed it down to Robertson, who brings it forward. Diaz takes it off Robertson. Gives it to McAllister. Back to Diaz. Diaz in centre midfield. Lays it inside to Trent. He's got a bit of space in front of him now as Trent. Salah tried to give it back to Trent, but it was picked off by White. Bissouma. To Gray. Spence, Bissouma, Gray. Being pressurised though. Gravenberg eventually commits the foul on Maddison, and the free kick's given. But Tottenham under severe pressure there. Right in their own corner flag. Drag us into Porro down the line for Kulusevski. Tries to turn, but he's run out of space and the ball goes out for a throw. Robertson's going to take it. Goes all the way back to Van Dijk, who hits it forward down the line. Drag us in. He's under pressure from Szoboszlai. Bissouma chips it forward. Maddison heads it forward to nobody in particular. Robertson gives it away. Porro goes across left to Son, brings it down on the left-hand side of the box. Tries to come inside. Solanke has got the ball though. Tries to play it through and it goes straight through to Alisson. Van Dijk goes down, maybe got his toe stood on there by Solanke as he tried to chip that ball in. Nothing in it. Be a bit sore for a couple of minutes though. See if we can see what happened there. Ball goes long, looking for Salah. Spence wins the header. Goes to Bissouma. He goes back to Forster, who drives it forward. Van Dijk wins it. Tries to find Gakpo, but it's too far in front of him. It's picked up by Kulusevski now on the right. Under pressure from McAllister. McAllister wins it. The crowd don't like it, but he comes away with it. There's no free kick given. Gakpo down the line now. He comes inside. He's looking for Diaz, but the ball was too far in front of him, but it's cleared only to McAllister. Robertson brings it forward now. He goes all the way across to Salah. On the right-hand side, he's into the box. Spencer manages to get a foot in on Salah and the ball runs through to the keeper. Dragusin has the ball, but it's in his own box. He gives it to Archie Gray, who goes across to Spence. Goes down the line. Bissouma gets a return ball. He's under pressure from Szoboszlai, who brings him down. Szoboszlai gets a yellow card. He didn't need to do that, didn't Szoboszlai? He was only running into the middle of the Liverpool midfield. Puts him under a bit of pressure for the rest of this second half. Ball's taken quickly by Bissouma to Sarr, then goes across to Dragusin on the right. Dragusin has to go back to Gray. Not much movement in front of Gray. He has to go back to Dragusin and then to Sarr. But Liverpool are squeezing them up again. Ball goes through to Sarr though. But McAllister takes it off him and then comes forward down the left-hand side, plays it into midfield to Szoboszlai. He goes back to Robertson. Robertson goes back to Van Dijk, to Gravenberch. He goes to Gomez. Back inside to Gravenberch and then across to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Ball was a bit behind him, made him go back. He goes round Son, looking for the run of Salah, but their ball's headed away. Bissouma to Maddison. Maddison looking for the run of Son down the line, but Gomez is going to get there first. Hits the ball forward. Gravenberch and Maddison tussling for it. Spencer nicks it back. Kulusevski on his left foot. It's well tackled by Robertson, and they're away down the left-hand side of Liverpool. Gakpo to Diaz. Gives it back to Gakpo. He's in on goal. He's played it across, and Liverpool are scoring on Salah at the back post. Liverpool had chances there. Tottenham could have cleared it. Didn't clear it. The ball rolled to Salah at the back post, and he just hit it into an empty net, and that's 4. It was a scruffy ending to that because Tottenham had the chance to clear it and they failed to. Counter-attack. Ball behind Diaz, but he had to wait and get Gakpo in. The ball went to Szoboszlai, who slid in. The ball was going into the goal. Archie Gray gets in the way of it, but can't clear it. Archie Gray gets a second right foot to it, but all they can do is turn it into the path of Salah at the back post, attempting to clear it, and Salah just taps it into the back of the net. Tottenham are in danger now of getting a hammering because Liverpool look like they can score at will on the break. It's like I said at the beginning of the game that Tottenham have got to be careful of Liverpool hitting them on the break, but they haven't. They haven't learnt anything. They didn't plan for this, and Liverpool are taking a full advantage of it. Big claim for handball in the Tottenham penalty box there by Spence, but the play goes on. I suppose if there was a handball, then they would be checking for it, would VAR. Son and Gomez together, just inside the box. Well played by Gomez. He plays it down the line past Son, and Alexander-Arnold's bringing it forward. Salah's away down the right. Can Spence get in there first? He can. And he gets it across to Archie Gray. It's well played by Spence again. There's another good game from him. Even though they're under severe pressure, he's stuck to his task. Robertson picks the ball off that was meant for Kulusevski and comes forward again. And it's wave after wave of attack for Liverpool. Van Dijk goes to Alisson. Another ball through. Szoboszlai is in on goal again. Can he slop it in? Can he? Oh, he's gone round the goalkeeper to the left. Tried to hit it back into the goal with his left foot and put it wide. Fantastic chance for Szoboszlai. Tottenham have just been. It wasn't offside because Spencer was playing him off onside, and he's away there. And it's just that touch that goes around the goalkeeper that takes him just a bit too wide, and he couldn't turn it back in. Well, that should have been 5. And the crowd realised that Liverpool can open Tottenham up at will. It's going to be a long last 30 minutes, is this? Substitutions already for Tottenham. Brendan Johnson coming on for Sarr. Bergvall coming on for Sarr, and Maddison's coming off and Johnson's coming on. Another substandard performance by Maddison, but he hasn't had a lot to work with. Let's see what happens. These look like 2 quite attacking substitutions by Tottenham. Bergvall gets his first touch of the ball, gives it across to Dragusin. Under pressure, coming forward, lays it to Bergvall. And Basuma plays out to the left to Spencer with a bit of space in front of him. Gives it to Son. He has to come inside. Kulusevski tries to go around Van Dijk on the inside left position. Van Dijk just holds his position and plays the ball up for a corner. It's well defended by Van Dijk. No pressure, no panic. It's going to be a corner that's taken short to Bergvall. Given back to Son now. Given back to Bergvall. He crosses the ball in. It's a free header by Gomez. Szoboszlai had the ball, but let it run from him. Diaz tries to do a quick trick on the outside to go around his man, but he can't, and it goes out for a throw. Bissouma to Johnson on the right. Back inside to Bissouma with a bit of space. He tried to play it inside for Solanke, but it was behind him, and they were away again on the right-hand side. Mo Salah with Spence. Comes inside on his left foot. He plays it inside for Gravenberch, but the ball was cut out. And Son has picked the ball up, giving it to Bergvall, back to Son. It's too far in front of Son, and Gomez picks the ball up, and he's going to go all the way back to Alisson. Alisson plays it forward to Gravenberch. Gomez goes down the line, looking for Salah. Salah plays it inside, but there's no run. And Bissouma picks it up. Bissouma to Dragusin, to Porro. Porro goes central for Solanke. He wins the header, but it goes to Van Dijk, who picks it up. It's fed to Diaz, fed to Gravenberch on the left. Liverpool 3 against 3. It's played inside. Szoboszlai to Salah, and to Salah scores a 5. And that's brilliant by Liverpool. They were left 3-on-3, and they opened Tottenham up easily. And Salah rolls his second, and Liverpool's 5th in. And this is a hammering. This is a hammering for Tottenham. And this is a lesson for Tottenham. And the Tottenham fans won't be enjoying this because they're being opened up at will. And Szoboszlai was right in the middle of it all again. Brilliant by Szoboszlai. Just laid it across to Salah on the penalty spot. And right-footed, he just slipped it past Forster. It was an easy finish for someone as classy as Salah. And it was all done by Szoboszlai. He knew exactly where Salah was. And Salah's 15th goal of the season. And if you're a Tottenham fan, what are you thinking of this? Big Ange looks absolutely stunned. I think the crowd is stunned. Bergvall in the middle, under pressure, he's lost the ball. Liverpool come away again now. McAllister to Diaz. Diaz gets it across. Szoboszlai. It's cleared, but it's given away again. Gakpo. Tottenham just can't get it away, and they keep giving it away to Liverpool in really dangerous positions. Liverpool still have it. Bergvall brings down Gravenberch. Free kick to Liverpool. I think if you're a Tottenham fan now, you're not watching your team, you're just watching the class of Liverpool and just appreciating really, really good football from a superb team. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold stood over this one. Second shot. Back to Trent. He comes forward. As a shot from the length. That's a great save by Forster. Diving across to his right-hand side. He gets a big hand to it and turns it round the post. I was going in or not, but it was a great right-footed curling shot by Trent, and it was going in. And it's a good save by Forster because that would have been 6. As it is, it's a corner. Trent's going across to take it from the left-hand side. Obviously a right-footed in-swinger. Second shot. Szoboszlai goes across to McAllister. McAllister chips the ball. It's a free header there. And score again. Oh, no. There was a couple of half-hearted shots by Liverpool, and the ball actually ended up going to Forster, but that was almost in again. Given away there by Basuma. McAllister tried to come away with it, but ends up with Son and Bergvall. Goes out to the right to Porro. Porro chips one looking for the run of Solanke. He gets the ball to Solanke, but it's laid back to Alisson. Cleverly chips it over the attacker. Then it comes out, but it's not cleared very far. Only as far as Porro. Kulusevski battling for it. Inside the box, he's got a chance on his right foot. Get a cross in with his right foot, and Van Dijk defends it for a corner. Kulusevski's going to take this from the right-hand side. Left-footed in-swinger. It's taken short. Porro's going to put the cross in. It's headed away by Gravenberch, I think it was. It's picked up by Bissouma with Kulusevski and Porro out on the right again. Porro puts a cross in that's hit Robertson painfully by the looks of things and goes out for another corner. Away swinger from Pedro Porro this time. And it comes. It's a deep one that's missed, picked up by Kulusevski. Tries to put a cross in, but it's blocked, and then Trent Alexander-Arnold clears it away. And here comes the break again. Diaz on the right-hand side. Tried to play it across to Salah. Spence managed to get his head on it and break the cross up. Porro gets across to Kulusevski on the right, cutting inside on his left foot. Tries to play a cross in to Solanke. Almost got turned on it, and it's just toe-ended away from him. But Son has it on the edge of the box. He gives it to Bergvall, who has to turn and go further back. Still central, though. Archie Gray gives it back to Bergvall. Goes across to Porro again. He's going to cross it with his right foot, but it's blocked by Gravenberch and goes out for no, it's Gakpo, and it goes out for a throw. Porro with the throw. It's given to Johnson. He plays it through to Kulusevski, looking to cut inside on his right foot. He manages to hit across. It was going wide, but Alexander-Arnold puts it out for a corner. Couldn't risk they thought that somebody might be behind them. There wasn't, but safety was the best option for Trent there. And it's a corner to Tottenham. On the right-hand side, Son's going to take a right-footed in-swinger. And it comes. It's a near post one, punched away by Alisson. Bergvall puts it back out to Son. Tries to come inside, but he can't go around Trent. And in fact, the ball back to Son was offside, and it's a free kick to Liverpool. Couple of substitutions. Looks like Gakpo's going off for Jota. And McAllister going to go off, and Jones is coming on. So even though Liverpool have made 2 substitutions, they're just as strong. McAllister's had a really good game in midfield there, but Jones is a fantastic replacement for him. Gakpo has been instrumental in all the breaks that Liverpool have had. And Jota, well, we know he can score goals, don't we? We won't want to see him on Tottenham. Jones gets the ball, plays it across. Goes out to Robertson. Bergvall gets his foot in, slides it into touch. Throw to Liverpool. Robertson takes it, gives it inside to Jones. Jones goes back to Van Dijk, who goes back to Alisson. Alisson under pressure from Solanke goes to the right-hand side, but it's a free header that's been given away by Spence. Jota picks it up. Trent lays the ball forward, looking for Diaz. Porro manages to get his head on that and heads it back to Forster. Rolls out to Gray. Gray to Bissouma. Dragusin. Porro. Down the line. Looking for Johnson. Johnson gets the ball. That's a turn back though. It's a run from Kulusevski, but he can't get it to him. But Porro has continued his run. Tried to get Son in on the far side, but it's cut out by Trent. But he's given it away to Bergvall in the centre midfield. Bissouma has it now. He goes back to Dragusin, Bergvall. Cross to Porro. Johnson. Back to Porro. Back to Bergvall. Interchange of passes between these three, but eventually it goes out to Dragusin and Gray. But Liverpool are pushing Tottenham back. Porro's been robbed by Diaz, and Jota's away. He's under pressure from Dragusin, who's just too strong for Jota. Shoulder to shoulder, knocks him over and comes away with the ball. Archie Gray coming forward in centre midfield, gives it to Bergvall. Porro on the right, goes down the line. Johnson looking to flick it inside, but Robertson picks the ball up. And then Gravenberch's giving it back to Bergvall. Ball's given away again. Liverpool pick it up. Van Dijk. Trent goes across to Gomez on the right. Is it through to Salah? Salah tries to turn to the left. Is fouled. Free kick. Gomez. Trent inside to Gomez. Goes back to Van Dijk. Robertson coming forward. Plays a ball. Looking for Szoboszlai. Spence wins the header. Bissouma picks the loose ball up. Spence got no one in support though. Has to turn around and go to Bergvall, who goes across to the right to Porro. Bergvall is going back to the halfway line to Dragusin. Gray on the centre circle to Spence. Tries to get Solanke in, but the ball's picked off by Trent and he plays the ball looking for the run of Salah. It almost gets through to him, but Spence does well to cut the ball out, and he comes forward. Gives it to Son. Plays this out to Kulusevski. Solanke has the ball now. He tries to chip it through to Kulusevski, who hits the shot and scores. And that's well played by Tottenham. And we're seeing a feast of goals here. And that's well played by Tottenham. Good finish by Kulusevski. And well played by Solanke to play him in. And they've opened the Liverpool defence up there. A superb little chipped ball forward by Solanke. Solanke for the run of Kulusevski, and he's volleyed it in. No chance for Alisson. Hit too hard for him. And what a goal what a game we've seen here. Last one before Christmas. And it's not over yet. There's still 18 minutes or so to go. We could still see another 2 or 3 more. Depends whether Liverpool want anymore. I think they've conceded that goal because they've taken the foot off the gas. You know, at 5-1, it was won. Salah now gave the ball away. Szoboszlai almost got the ball off Archie Gray, but Archie comes away with it to drag us in. Inside to Bergvall, and then drag us in. Archie Gray with the ball. Inside to Pedro Porro to Archie Gray, plays it down the line to Kulusevski. Kulusevski and Van Dijk, shoulder to shoulder, Tottenham throw. Kulusevski takes it quick, but it's too far away from the point the ball went out, and the referee brings it back. Bergvall now seeing plenty of the ball in the midfield there. Archie Gray goes across to Spencer on the left. He goes to Son, inside to Bergvall. Spencer continues his run and almost gets the ball, but Szoboszlai gets his foot in. Ball goes out for a corner. It's like Son's going to take this from the left, a right-footed in-swinger. Can Tottenham get a third? Comes into the near post. It's headed away by Jota. Son takes the throw to Bergvall. He goes back. Archie Gray to Porro on the right. Kulusevski lays it inside to Bissouma, goes back to Archie Gray, goes across to Spence. He gives it to Bissouma. Bissouma comes across to Dragusin again. Bit of space for him to come forward. He's looking for the run of Son on the inside left position, but it's too far in front of him, and he was never going to catch up with that, and it rolls out for a goal kick to Liverpool. Second shot given to Gomez. Gravenberch goes out to Trent. Trent lays it down the line, looking for Salah, but Spence beats him to it, comes away. Well played by Spence, tries to lay the ball inside. Solanke. Solanke to Kulusevski. It's cleared by Gomez. Archie Gray wins the header. Jota gets it. Salah lays it across to the left to Luis Diaz. Diaz chips the ball up in the air and over the top of the bar. Just a fraction too high, or else that would have been the 6th. He had to chip it over the keeper. Jota. Salah sees Diaz making the run. He's in central now. Forster's closing down. Couldn't go around Forster. Had to chip it over him and just a fraction too high. Dragusin tries to play the ball out to Spence on the left-hand side. He overhits it. Spence can't touch it and it goes out for a throw. Tottenham inviting pressure onto themselves again with a little less than 14 minutes to go. Are you not entertained? Of course. I don't think the Tottenham fans are going to be entertained with this. I've seen plenty of goals, but not how they would like it. The ball's played forward by Van Dijk, headed by Porro. Jota picks it up. Jones plays it inside. Gravenberch finds Szoboszlai. Trent's making a run on the outside, gets the ball on the right hand side, trails the ball into Salah. He's beaten to it by Gray. Comes up to Bergvall, but Liverpool put the pressure on, and Szoboszlai picks it back up again to Salah. Gravenberch, Jota, Szoboszlai, beaten to it though. Kulusevski, powerful run. He's pushed over, and again the referee gives the free kick. Jota, who made the run back with him, probably just about right. Had a good game, the referee. Varda noticed him, which tells you that he's been a good referee. The ones that get too involved in games spoil things. But Pedro Porro is going to take this free kick now from the right-hand side, about halfway into the Liverpool half. Swings it in deep. Solanke wins it, but Robertson comes away with the ball. Diaz picks it up, but he's under pressure, but gets it back to Robertson. Robertson plays it inside to Gravenberch. He goes back to Robertson. Gravenberch plays it inside now for Jota, for Diaz on the left. Plays it inside to Jota. Jota's barged over by Bergvall as he goes past him, and Bergvall earns himself a yellow card and a free kick to Liverpool. Yeah, look, Jota had touched the ball past Bergvall, and Bergvall just didn't bother getting out of the way and just knocked him over. One of those ones where you're taking it for the team, but do you need to take it for the team at 2-5? I don't think so. Diaz has the ball on the left. Jones goes across to Gomez. Gomez chips the ball forward, looking for the run of Jones. Jota plays the ball out to Trent. Trent's going to put a cross into the back post. Szoboszlai diving on the 6-yard box, just can't get over the ball, and he heads it over the bar. But again, he was in between the two defenders there, and it was a free header. He just couldn't get it on target. Dragusin, Basuma, Porro goes down the line. Kulusevski under a lot of pressure. Robertson comes away now. Diaz stretching for it, loses the ball, and Kulusevski's picked that up. Basuma, he's given the ball away to Jota, just outside the Tottenham box. He goes out to Salah. Run made by Alexander-Arnold is deflected as he tried to cross it, and Forster has to palm it over the bar. It's deflected over Archie Gray. Forster palms it over the bar for a corner. Corner on the right-hand side for Liverpool. I don't know who's taking it. Possibly Mo Salah, left-footed in-swinger. And it comes now. It's over everybody and headed out by Bergvall to the edge of the box to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai gets the rebound and tries to. He wasn't having a shot. He was playing it back into the box. I thought he'd have shot both times, but he didn't. And the ball comes out to Kulusevski. Strong Kulusevski is fouled by Diaz. Substitution by Tottenham. Looks like Timo Werner's coming on. And Son gets the hook. Again, not a great game by Son. Didn't really get himself involved. into the last 10 minutes. Archie Gray goes inside to Spence with a bit of space in front of him. He goes out to the left. Will be Timo Werner. Cuts in on his right foot. Has to go back to Bissouma, then to Spence. To Bergvall, who puts a cross in. It's a high, deep one. Johnson beat his man to the ball. Solanke on the edge of the box. Turns and swings his shot into the goal, and Liverpool have conceded a third. Johnson, how did he win that ball at the back of the box? How did he win that? We'll see that again. Ball swung. It's Johnson and Robertson gets underneath the ball. Johnson wins the header. It loops over Van Dijk to Solanke, who with his left foot turns and volleys it into the back of the net off the 6-yard box. Liverpool coming away now down the left with Diaz. Robertson making an overlap. He has a shot, does Diaz. It's parried away by Forster. Ball comes out to the edge of the box to Gravenberch. Salah. Trent to the back of the box. Jota just on the 6-yard box. Mistimes his jump and his header goes high and wide. Timo Werner was away down the left-hand side, but the ball slid out for a throw. Goes back to Gray. Bergvall, Dragusin. Spence. Goes back to Gray. Gray to Dragusin. Back to Gray. Under pressure. Back to Dragusin. Dragusin's going to go long this time, is he? And goes to Pedro Porro. He goes long. Kulusevski. Johnson plays the ball in. Almost got Solanke away, but it's cut out. And Diaz comes away with the ball on the left now. Gives it to Jota. Liverpool not coming in players forward like they were. Szoboszlai to Salah to Diaz. And Diaz has scored from the right-hand edge of the 6-yard box. He hit it across Forster into the far post. And Liverpool have got the 6th. You've got to be entertained. If you're a neutral, if you're seeing 9 goals, you've got to be entertained. Jota down the left. Plays it inside to Szoboszlai, who's in the thick of it again, to Salah on the edge of the box. Szoboszlai makes a further run. Salah finds him. And Diaz puts it in the back of the net. Diaz does well, though, because he goes across the keeper and it just goes in the far post, which is exactly where you want it. Luis Diaz has done well. Two for Diaz today. And that's his last action for Diaz and Salah as they're both going off. Nunez and Elliott come on for Salah and Diaz. Away down the left is Timo Werner. Tries to play the ball in. Comes to the edge of the box. Kulusevski. It bounces over his head. Johnson lays it out to Pedro Porro. Bergvall was in front of him. He plays it inside to Kulusevski. Goes for the ball back to Porro. Gives it inside to Solanke. Johnson, side foot into the far post. It's a great save by Alisson. Gets down quickly. Strong right hand to keep the ball out. Tottenham still keeping pressure on. Werner puts it into the back post. Robertson beats Johnson to the ball this time. Heads it out for a corner. That's a good save by Alisson, diving to his right there. It was going in the post. Kulusevski on the edge of the box. Chips it across. Headed away by Van Dijk. Kulusevski lets the ball go out for a corner. Takes it quickly in short to Bergvall. Bergvall got plenty of space to cross one, and he does. He puts it to the back post. Dragusin was there. It's gone out to Timo Werner at the far side. He crosses it again. It's toe-ended out to Jota. Jota's given the ball away, and the pressure is back on with Bergvall again. Porro was making the run, and Bergvall has played it too high and too far in front, and it's rolled out for a goal kick. Spurs could have played like this early on. You just never know. Well, it is fair to say that Liverpool have taken the foot off the gas. Gomez comes forward, gives it to Jota. Jota's got away. It's Nunes on the left, in the inside left position. Comes inside on his left foot. Is he going to have a shot? He's going to get a cross that's deflected off Dragusin for a corner. That went out. That definitely went out, but it wasn't given out as a corner. It's cleared, but only as far as Van Dijk on the halfway line. Gomez plays it across to the left. Slobbersley. Robertson inside to Gravenberch. Run of Gomez, but it goes back to Van Dijk, and he goes all the way across to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent's going to go back to Van Dijk. Into the last minute. Ball's played down the line by Robertson for the run of Slobbersley. He crosses it to the far post. Elliott. Trent. Back to Gravenberch. Elliott back to Trent. Jota tries to feed the ball out to the right side, puts it in between both his three players, and it goes out for the throw. Archie Gray has the ball now. Goes out to Dragusin as we come into the last few seconds of normal time. Gray goes out to Spence. Back to Gray. 5 minutes of added time. Still a chance of another goal. You'd think there'd be one more chance if either of these teams are ambitious enough. Spence goes back to Gray. Spence and Gray swapping passes before Gray plays out to Dragusin on the right. Goes out to Johnson. He has to go back to Dragusin. Gray to Bissouma. Dragusin goes long, right hand side, looking for Bergvall. It's won by Robertson between them, but the ball's picked up by Porro. He's got Kulusevski. He tries to play it through to Bergvall, but the ball's hit at him a bit and bounces off him, and then Bergvall pulls Jones back and commits the foul. Free kick. Liverpool give the ball away on the right-hand side to Spence. He goes back to Gray in his own half. He plays it back to Spence. Bissouma. He turns, lays it inside to Bergvall. Gray to drag us in. Looking for the run of Johnson. He gets it on the edge of the box. He puts a cross in quickly that's cut out by Nunez. Cleared deep. Gray has to go back to Forster. 3 minutes to go. Szoboszlai. Trent going backwards to Gomez. Don't forget, guys, if you are an avid watcher of watch-alongs, please become a subscriber. Hit that like bell, notification bell. All helps the channel grow. Bergvall coming forward, lays it into Porro. Porro's dwelt on the ball, and Nunez has taken it off him, and Gomez picks the ball up. Jones now, centre midfield. Gives it to Elliott, who plays it back. Jones has the ball again, gives it to Gravenberch in the centre circle there. Liverpool not looking for any more goals. With just 2 minutes to go, just playing it around amongst each other. Robertson on the left. Nunez on the left. Szoboszlai is supporting, gives it to him. Robertson. Gets it back, does Robertson. Plays it out to Gravenberch, who goes to Van Dijk. Robertson. Back to Van Dijk. Gravenberch goes across to Gomez. Back to Van Dijk. Robertson. Run by Szoboszlai, not played to him. Jones loses out to the ball. Kulusevski. Brendan Johnson pass goes astray, and Gravenberch picks it up. Elliott plays the ball out to Szoboszlai on the left. He's got a lot of space. He can attack that box. He puts a cross in with his right foot that's headed away by Gray. Good job, because Nunez was waiting to head it in. Sky have given the man of the match to Diaz. Do you agree with it? I thought the Szoboszlai has been great this half. The full game. Let me know what you think. Who was your man of the match? Diaz has scored 2 goals. An offside there. And with just a few seconds to go, that'll be just about it. Get your comments in regarding this game at the end of the game there. We can discuss them before we finish this live watch along. That's it. Game over. Referee ends it, and it's been a fantastic game for anyone who's a neutral like myself. You've got to enjoy that. 9 goals. 6-3 win to Liverpool. Liverpool dominated the game. They give a couple of sloppy goals away, but what a treat before Christmas. Christmas come early. Let me know what you think. You've got to have enjoyed that. You really must have enjoyed that. Remarkable game. It's a long time since I've seen a game, whether it's live or on TV, with 9 goals in it. Man of the match, Luis Diaz. 2 goals, along with Salah's 2 goals. You get your chance to put your comments in now, guys, and tell me what you think about that game. It's an amazing game. There's a lot of talking points, so somebody's got to have an opinion about this somehow. Let us know what you think. Praise the Forces had another torrid game. He's let 10 goals in the last 2 games. How many of them were his fault? Well, one thing we know for certain is that Liverpool, top of the league, 39 points, 4 clear of Chelsea, and they've got a game in hand. Then it's third placed Arsenal. They're 6 points behind Liverpool, and Liverpool got a game in hand on them. Then it comes Forest. Would have thought Nottingham Forest would be in 4th position, and they're on 31 points. They're 3 points ahead of Bournemouth, who are in the 5th and final European place. I mean, they would have thought Bournemouth would have been there, ahead of Aston Villa, Man City, Newcastle, Tottenham. Would have thought that. Manchester United languishing down in 13th position, having been well beaten at Old Trafford today. So that's as it stands now. No more games until Boxing Day. Liverpool were very impressive, says Premier League Stats and Facts. And can't argue with that, can you? 6 goals away from home, you can't argue with that at all. That's a definite. And they do look like championship material, don't they? They do look like Premier League winners. But what do you think? What about Tottenham? What about Tottenham? They really put to the sword on their own ground today as well. A lot of the Tottenham fans were shocked the way that their team was unpicked over and over again in that game. And Liverpool could have almost had double figures. No one wants to comment on that game. No one got anything to say about that game. If no one wants to comment, no one's got anything to say, I will end this live stream here and now. Thanks to everybody who has watched today. Your support is very much appreciated. Before you go, please do hit the subscribe button and the like button and the notification bell, because we're doing a lot of football watch-alongs over Christmas. We'd appreciate it if you do join us, and you will be notified of these watch-alongs if you do hit the notification bell. Next one will be Boxing Day. I'm not quite sure which one yet, but like I say, if you've hit that notification bell, you will be informed. So we'll finish it here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you do go. Thanks to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a lovely Christmas, and we'll see you on Boxing Day.